Nigerians, I beg, Omo, I beg. Take a look at these pictures. Take a look, see pictures. Take a look at this picture. I will ask you an important question. You don't see am? Okay. Now, where do you think these people are from? Like, if I ask you now, what is their nationality? What is their country? Are they coming from Africa? Are they coming from Europe? Are they coming from Asia? Where are they coming from? Now, what in these people look like Nigeria? What about them look like Nigeria? You see, this is what people have to start waking up to. People got to wake up. Nigerians have to realize that this is going to be so rampant recently. And these are not the first guys. These are not the first guys. You understand? So, as you clearly see these guys who are looking like Muzungus. No, no, it to be Muzungus. Oyibo people. You understand? But these ones look a little bit more like Asian Oyibo people. Like Lebanese. So they kind of have like Lebanon feeling. So these guys are currently trending on the internet because they claim to be Nigerians. Not just claiming to be Nigerians. They say they are from Kano states. So I beg my Kano people. Since when Kano people they look like this? I beg Kano. Kano. You speak outside Kano. I know how Kano people look. I know my Nigerians, my lovely brothers and sisters from Kano. Kano tell me say these people na Kano they be. They look like Kano people. Do they look like Nigerians in any way? And why will they open their mouth and be blowing up the internet saying that they are Nigerians? Why? I saw the video and I said no. We have to discuss because these are not the first whites or Asians that I've seen forcing themselves to be Nigerians. Not be the first two. These are not the first Europeans, first non-Nigerians, first diasporans. Before, I usually say it all the time, that in Nigeria, when Ghanaians come, when Cameroonians come, when other blacks come to Nigeria, they will never say they are Ghanaian, they will say they are Nigerians. So before, if I see black person where they say I'm a Nigerian, I don't have any problem with that because Ghanaians do that all the time, Cameroonians do that all the time, people do that all the time who are from other African countries to Nigeria. They just tell everybody I'm a Nigerian because they don't get paper, they don't have document, they don't have anything. So the only way is to say I'm a Nigerian so that no immigration will come after them, nobody will even they check how far, nobody will look about their issues or anything. But now it's moving from that. It is now becoming even Europeans. It's now becoming Asians. It's now becoming white people. People from totally different background coming out to claim Nigeria's name, to claim they are Nigerians. Isn't that something we should talk about? By the time you are done watching this video, you understand the importance of what is going on. By the time you are done watching this video, you go know what's in the sub. You understand? That Nigeria where nobody won't claim am before. That Nigeria where nobody, even Nigerians serve before some Nigerians, they will say, no, I'm not from Nigeria. That Nigeria before Ugandans, they will say, I don't want to see Nigeria. South Africans will say, no. Before a black man in Europe, I used to have my colleagues, I've shared that story. I used to have my colleagues in Dubai when I was working with them. Some of them were Ghanaians, some of them were Ugandans, some of them were, different African countries. The moment a non-African will ask us, because once they see us, they will conclude we are Nigerians. Come and see the way the Ghanaians will reject it. I am not a Nigerian. Come and see the way other people will reject it. I can never be a Nigerian. I am not a Nigerian. They will reject it with so much energy. But today, see the people that are now forcing themselves to be called Nigerians. See the people that are now pushing the agenda that they are Nigerians. You understand? So it's a call for concern. We definitely need to look into the matter and check what is happening that these foreigners are forcing themselves to become Nigerians, are forcing themselves to be called Nigerians because something is changing. They have the privilege to say they are from Lebanon, they are from Pakistan, they are from whatever country they choose that looks like them. Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Kuwait. They could choose any country and nobody will argue because they look like people from those countries. So when has it become a thing that people now want to brag to be Nigerians? Yeah, I don't deny the fact that these guys, yeah, because when you go through the video, you realize that they speak Hausa, not really fluently. They have a little bit of that Hausa blood in them, but Hausa is a big language. So you must not grow up in Nigeria before you speak Hausa. You can live Cameroon and you speak Hausa. You can live in the Middle East and you speak Hausa. You can live in Ghana and you speak Hausa. You can, like, Hausa is one of the biggest languages in the world. So maybe because they speak Hausa, where go they convince these people are Nigerians. Forget. So the thing is very simple. These guys, so they are basically from, I think, Lebanon, from what I did my research and discovered. So, you know, there was a time where so many people from Lebanon, even till now, there are so many people from Lebanon in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, even the guy that got married to the president of America, the parents are from Lebanon. You know, they put to birth in Nigeria. And, you know, the thing is very interesting because these Lebanese come, none of the parents is Nigerian. Understand? The mother, father, they are all Lebanese. So they come to Nigeria, maybe establish their businesses in Nigeria, eventually, you know, have children in Nigeria. These children can claim Nigeria, they can claim Lebanon. But now, when we said the president of America is getting married to a Nigerian, people said, no, he's not a Nigerian, he's a Lebanese. He cannot be a Nigerian, this and that. They rejected that one. You understand? So, let's use that same energy to reject this one, to say no, they cannot claim to be Nigerians if that's the case. Because if we're going to accept that just because you are a white person, you are a Nigerian, you are a white person born and raised in Nigeria, you are a Nigerian, even though it doesn't work like that in Nigeria. I still tell people don't understand. In Nigeria, if you are a man from another country, you get married to a Nigerian woman, you are not a Nigerian, sir. Let me say it and say it again. A man from America, a man from London, a man from any other part of the world gets married to a Nigerian woman, you will not become a Nigerian. You are not. So this Lebanon and these people, these white people that are flooded into Nigeria, you are not Nigerians. You can't become just like that. Not be by dash that they dash Nigeria citizenship. Nigeria got very, very interesting laws over there. But if a Nigerian man marries a woman that is not a Nigerian, that woman can become a Nigerian. As a matter of fact, she's automatically a Nigerian. That is the law, and the law is sweet. I love it. So my interest here is not about these Lebanese guys or whoever they are. My problem, I don't have any problem if they are Nigerian or not. That's not my business. As a matter of fact, it shouldn't be like I don't want them to be Nigerians, or it shouldn't be like Nigeria doesn't welcome diversity. Because these are our boo South Africans now, they'll go say, oh, so Nigeria cannot accept white people to become Nigerians. Nigeria is not like that. They can accept everybody. You understand? But my interest in this particular video is the attitude and the joy they show about being Nigeria. You understand? It's the way their body language, how they are excited, happy to say that they are Nigerians. That is what interests me in the video, because it raises a lot of questions. So now, are we now saying that being a Nigerian now is something to be proud of already in the world? Are we now saying that being a Nigerian now is something that, you know, will bring you joy? Not stigmatization, not the past record where people used to look down on Nigerians, where people will automatically shift to the other side or categorize them on the other side or put them somewhere else. So if these boys now, they had to choose between Nigeria and wherever their parents are coming from, they will carry Nigeria passports to the embassy and say we are Nigerians. So Nigeria value don't reach like that. So you understand my point? So now if you say Nigeria don't get that value, Nigeria is now becoming so great that it is now becoming a pride for foreigners to choose. You know, whenever you have dual nationality, whenever you can claim two countries, which country will you claim? Let's assume that you now, you are both Nigerian and American. You are both a British citizen, you get your British passport already, and a Nigerian. Which country will you be flaunting? Which passport will you be carrying? When they ask you, where are you from? Which country will you proudly show? Because that will determine which country is great, which country is amazing, which country is doing well. You understand? And so, for these foreigners to carry Nigeria's name up, to be proud, to brag, and proudly say they are Nigerians, they are not even living in Nigeria, by the way. So that's why I said they could tell this camera guy that we are from any part of the world, and the camera guy will absolutely not even have a worry. He will believe them 100%. And of course, they have other nationality because they look nothing Nigerian. Two Nigerian parents that we know no go born pikin wey dey like this. This one's not Arab or Lebanese or Europeans. Period. So that is the reality, guys. So this means a lot, and I am very happy to see that it is getting to the point where being a Nigerian now is a swag. Being a Nigerian now is a pride. Being a Nigerian now is something that you can proudly say to the world, proudly say on the cameras, and pull crowd and be proud about it, and be happy of your origins, and be happy of where you're coming from, and no longer that stigmatization. Because if you haven't been through that stigmatization, or if you haven't seen a Nigerian being stigmatized just because they are Nigerian, then you will not understand the joy or the reason why I'm doing this video. I'm telling you guys, like immigration problems, finding job problems, finding a house problems, just because you be Nigerian. No, they keep pushing you left and right, chasing you up and down. They don't want to give you job, they don't want to treat you well, they don't want to, because they are scared that you are a Nigerian. You know, you being a Nigerian comes with some level of people need to be careful around you. That's how it used to be. And so if people are now proudly saying it, people who are not even Nigerians, then that means that there's hope at the end of the day. That means that the struggle we've been on, the narrative we've been struggling to change, is gradually changing, and the results are visible. It is what it is. Your boy Ajim Max on this one again. Smash the like button, smash the notification bell. Come back anytime you're free, guys, because there's always more beautiful and amazing videos just for you. God bless you. Cheers.